This is the weirdest, most ridiculous controversy you are going to see all day. Hang tight. Somebody made Cracker Barrel trend today. Why? Because they believe they've uncovered a long hidden racist element in the Cracker Barrel logo. You're looking at the logo right here. This is not the exact version, though, that sparked all of this action on social media, suggesting the Cracker Barrel logo is racist. I was on an upswing with Cracker Barrel because they're about to start serving alcohol, which is going to lead to great stories about fights at Cracker Barrel. I do well off of those. But here's how it all started. This post said, "Damn, I never noticed the whip." And somebody responded, as you can see on top, I'll bring you in there. Cracker was a slang term for whip. That's why blacks called whites crackers, from the crack of the whip. A Cracker Barrel is a barrel that held the whips for sale at the country store. You see the whip going from the R to the K? Racism in your face, they say. And here it is, from the R in Cracker Barrel to the K. Wow. It's connected. And then it even goes over to the barrel, so it's going into the whip barrel, and the whips are in here in racism. And this is preposterous, ridiculous, and I'll explain to you why, but it doesn't mean that anybody is going to pay attention. Alexi says, "I've always hated Cracker Barrel, but now I hate it even more." From zero to hate like that, no need to investigate. Right to hate, no investigate. This person says right here, telling the story about the Cracker Barrel logo. "If you didn't know what a Cracker Barrel is, it's a restaurant that is highly known and loved in the South. Recently, people found out that Cracker Barrel, the name, originates from racism. Black people used to call white people crackers because of the noise the whip made." I'm going to tell you why this is not true in just a second. They said from the whip that white people used to hit them. These whips were sold in barrels back in the day, hence the name Cracker Barrel. And on the logo, people realized the R connecting to the K on Cracker Barrel, symbolizing the whip white people used. Of course, it was probably noticed before, but it's finally caught media attention, and since the majority of its loyal eaters are from the South and white, it went unnoticed and uncared about for a long time. People were mad. Okay, let me tell you the truth. This is an old-timey photo from a store. See that barrel right there? That's what you call a Cracker Barrel. People used to put all sorts of things in barrels, and literally crackers were one of those things. Here's a great article from Southern Living that came out in 2008 when some other idiot thought this was the case. And it's called "Where Did Cracker Barrel Get Its Name?" Let me give you just a little piece of this here. The answer lies in the logo. The term Cracker Barrel was first used in 1916, and it emerged from the country stores of the era. Also, actual barrels of crackers. The phrase Cracker Barrel was inspired by the barrels full of soda crackers that were for sale in the country store. Each barrel stored the popular soda crackers like saltines, and visitors to the store sat around the barrels chatting and catching up on the day's news, hence the friendly homespun character touted by the dictionary definition. That's why the logo tells the store's origin story and the history of its traditions. Take a look. The figure sits in a rocking chair and leans on a barrel that's presumably filled with not whips, but crackers. They'd sit around those Cracker Barrels just like this, and they would tell stories and spread the news, just like we're doing right here. Not a racist thing, but so many people ran away with this. Cracker Barrel is mum. No comment yet from Cracker Barrel, even though they are trending right now. You can see here on Twitter, one of the top trends is Cracker Barrel. Got caught up in the first big scandal since Brad's wife. If you're not familiar with that, just Google Brad's wife, and you'll see why on the top of every single post on any platform, wherever Cracker Barrel posts something, will say, "Why did you fire Brad's wife?" That's a journey of its own that could be another video. But this is not to say that Cracker Barrel is without any racial issues. For instance, a lot of people don't know this. In 2004, an investigation by the U.S. Justice Department found evidence that Cracker Barrel had been segregating customer seating by race. In 2004, seating or serving white customers before seating or serving black customers, providing inferior service to black customers and allowing white servers to refuse service to black customers. The Justice Department determined that the firm had violated Title II of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The company was required to sign a 5-year agreement to introduce effective non-discrimination policies and procedures. So even in 2004, there were racial issues over at Cracker Barrel. but the logo's not racist, and that's not a whip. And all of this that has been proliferating across social media, in particular on Twitter today, is interesting. Because isn't Twitter the place that's supposed to shut down any kind of fake news, misleading news, hoaxes, or lies that are proliferating around the web? And yet here they are, as they always are so often. So, not a racist logo, despite what you may hear today. I'm sure somebody over at Snopes typing up the article as we speak. Now you know. Thank you for following the News Junkie. Appreciate you. What do you think about this? What do you think about Cracker Barrel? And thank you for following me. We'll talk to you again real soon.